Now, question for you. Now, what if letting go was actually really, really easy? What if the only reason it appears to be hard for us to let go is because we believe that it is actually hard? Well, in this video, I want to share with you the secrets to making letting go super, super easy that will be with you for life. I really think that. I really think that what you learn in this video, you will remember and use for the rest of your life if you choose to. So, with that being said, let's get into this video. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron, and I help people expand their consciousness. Now, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a metaphor first off, and then also an analogy that I think will completely transform your life if you use it. Now imagine, there's all these like really heavy rocks right here. Imagine I were to like pick up one of these rocks. Some of them are very heavy. Now imagine I were to pick up one of these rocks and start carrying it with me everywhere I went. And imagine that then what happened is when I was carrying this rock around, I also noticed that everybody else is carrying rocks around. And not just that, but carrying this rock around for a period of time, eventually what happened is I started to identify with that rock. I started to think that that rock is a part of myself. Well, what eventually happens is in that identification, you then have an attachment to that thing. And for me, and in life in general, I think right now as well, I think so many people are learning to let go of that which doesn't serve. The problem is the reason it is hard to let go is because of the identification with different things, whether that's an identification with attachment to outcome, whether that's an attachment to a person, whether that's an attachment to really here's the biggest thing I think that I can share with you that I think will totally transform your life. The only reason it feels hard to let go of something is because of some type of payoff that you are getting. That's right, you're getting a payoff from it. For example, if you're finding it hard to let go of somebody, maybe you just got out of a relationship, or there's somebody that you know is like, it's damaging your energy to be around them. If it is hard for you to let go of them, you have an attachment to a story about them that is giving you some type of positive payoff. And that positive payoff can actually be something that makes you feel certain. Say it's like, oh, this person was the person I thought I was going to be with. And because now I'm not, now they're not with me, you feel this hard, it's hard to let go of them, even though you know that if you were to let go of them, you'd feel free. It's because there's an attachment to the meaning you've given. We have attachments to people because of the meaning we've given them. We have attachment to outcome because of the meaning that if I stay attached to the outcome of something, if I control it with that sense of certainty, then I get something out of it. One of the best secrets to letting go is understanding that there is some type of positive payoff that you're getting. For example, this is a good example. I think that you'll like this. When people get out, let's say somebody goes to AA, which means their intention. Sorry if this looks a little bit rocky. I'm you doing this new setup. Imagine that there's somebody that just quits drinking alcohol. What they do is they go to AA. Now in the AA, what they do is they meet up every week to keep them accountable. And there's like rules that you're never going to drink again. One of the things they do though is, first off, they have the support system of other people. I've never gone, I just know, I've heard of things like this. But one of the things that happens is there's been so many prior reference experience of positive association with alcohol that it's almost like habitualized in there. Somebody has assumed that, hey, if I drink, then I get rid of some type of negative emotion. Now what happens is every time that person goes from that point going forward to drink, if they start to negatively associate with it, start to remember everything that happens that's negative when they were drinking, like the people they hurt, even though there's a quick fix of like forgetting the pain or whatnot, if they don't remember that, they would start to negatively associate with alcohol, and it'd be easier for them to let go. But the payoff that they get from drinking the alcohol is that they feel like a sense of certainty. If I drink, then I let go of the pain that I was feeling. If there's that sense of relief. They will not actually stop drinking though until they let go of the meaning that they've given to it in the past, that they get a sense of certainty off of it. So the key to this is being aware of the meaning. And then the payoff. The payoff is that you have a sense of certainty. I used to smoke a lot of weed. Nothing wrong with it. It's legal in many places. But I realized I was doing it to numb my emotion. The meaning I was giving to smoking weed and the way it would make me feel, I associated a lot of pleasure with that. But eventually what I had to do to stop, because I realized that I wanted to eventually not need that in order to go and to do certain things, is I had to let go of that meaning. And when I let go of that meaning, what ended up happening is all that energy came back. So the key to letting go, and one of the biggest secrets to it, is letting go of past meaning, and that meaning that was priorly given has been why it has been so hard to let go. Now, in general as well, when people believe it is hard to let go, they also have an attachment to some type of story, and not just some type of story, but they have an attachment to believing that it is also hard to let go. Now think of it, like that analogy I was using with a rock. If you were to like pick up a rock and carry that around with you, it's like, well, how do you let go of the rock? Well, what you do is you let go of the identification with thinking that the rock is you and that you have to carry the rock everywhere you go. When you let go of the story about it, it is much easier to let go. And in the same way, people like say, how do you let go? If you were holding a hot coal in your hand, how do you let go of a hot coal? You have to make the choice to let it go. There's a reason you're holding on to it. That reason is what is keeping you attached to it. So the key to letting go is the key to letting go of reason. The reason of the intellect and the mind. You've seen the chart of consciousness that I've shared in other videos. It's right here. You see at the bottom, you see shame, fear, anger. Then eventually you see that of reasoning at 400, and then 500 is love, and then joy, peace, and enlightenment. 400 and below is the intellect of the mind. That's where the reasoning is. And if you really want to become free, what you got to do is you got to let go of the reasoning. You got to get out of the mind and into the heart, which is where love is. But the key to freedom is the key to being aware of your own intellectual process that has been attached to these different things. Whether that's a person, whether that's attachment to outcome, whether that's attachment to whatever. You can let go of it at any choice by making a new choice and knowing that it is simply easy. Think of this as well. Every moment is a new moment, and every moment you are a new version of you. The only thing and only reason you stay attached to the old way of identification is because of the story that you've told yourself that's been on autopilot. So one of the best things you can do is to become aware of that and to know that you're already always changing. If you look at the cells in the body, they're constantly being dyed and reborn over and over and over again. So every moment you're new. It's just that we tell ourselves a story that we are fixed. Our personality is fixed. These things are constantly changing. It's just that we have to let go of the prior identification, the prior way that we thought of ourselves in order for us to then let go of that energy. But if you believe your identity is permanent, then you'll stay fixed inside that box. But if you realize your identity is flexible, that's when you can then let go of things that you don't prefer to experience. So letting go, in general, is a choice that you make. Letting go is easy. It's extraordinarily easy when you become aware of the negative payoff that you may be getting. Whether it's a payoff of being attached to a person, and you're attached to that person because of the certainty of the story that you tell yourself about why you're attached to them. Whether that's the outcome, whether that's a substance, if it's alcohol, it's the same thing. There's a reasoning there. There's a positive association that keeps it there because of the story. But if you change the meaning and you start to associate it differently, it changes how you respond to it and how you attach or detach. So the secret to letting go is letting go of meaning and being aware of the negative payoff. There's some people that get sick very often because what they do is they believe and they notice that subconsciously when they get sick, they get more attention. You see, so when you become aware of the meaning, in the past, maybe when you was a kid, it was like, oh, something happened, and they felt sick, and then they got more attention from their parents. You see, you got to become, 90% of transformation is just awareness. That's it. You become aware of the story. You become aware of the attachment. When you become aware of it, that's when you then can realize it's just a story. It's just something you've been identifying with, and you can then choose to let it go. So, in the same way, what you can begin to do is realize that just like picking up a rock, carrying around a rock that you've been identified with, you've been telling yourself a story that is such a special rock, that you need it, that it is a part of you, The way you let go is you become aware of the reasoning, the story in your mind as to why you need that rock. And then what you do is you simply decide to let it go. You're a new version of you every moment, and as you let go, you then become free. Whether that's letting go of the outcome, whether that's letting go of a person, of a substance, whatever it is, the secret is letting go of the meaning and realizing that the reason you're attached is because of the meaning you've been given it, and when you change that, it changes everything. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video if you liked it. Share it with somebody that needs to learn how to let go. And other than that, see you guys in the next video. Peace, much love, and namaste.